Hi, welcome to episode 10 of our podcast thing. Today, we've changed seating, and as a man who doesn't deal too well with change, we'll see how this goes for today. Joined, as I usually am, by Tris Hayward today.
Hello.
We're going to be talking about navigating hotel marketing pitfalls.
I'm prepared, we are.
We are prepared. I just couldn't remember the order of those words. Now, Tris and I have been in this industry for the last 10 years.
Yeah, be about that now.
Yes. One of us greyer than we were when we started, and both of us twice the men we were.
Yes,
when
very
we
much
began.
so.
And we've seen a lot of things, I think is fair to say.
Some of them are hotel related.
Some of the hotel related, some of the things that I'll recount in therapy one day.
Yeah.
Lots of them about you. And there's things that have irked us over the past decade, things that haven't gone away, things that have gone away.
Yeah.
And I think it would be good to just rip into some of those things today.
Where should we start, Ben?
Well, I think we should start with the account manager bottleneck.
Seamless. Absolutely seamless.
So what do we mean by the account manager bottleneck?
Okay, this is where most agencies tend to structure their entire organisation where they have a talking head that speaks to the client, but they're not the people that actually do the work. So that ultimately, someone's very good at speaking, very articulate, can almost say the right buzzwords at the right time, but never really has any depth to the knowledge that they're talking about. And worse, don't actually work on the accounts that they're talking about.
Yep.
So they lack direct knowledge as well as industry knowledge as well. And this causes all kinds of bottlenecks.
It does. So what we'll see time and time again, clients coming to us and saying, I'm sick to the back teeth of jumping on a call every month, asking questions about the data and the performance it's been presented to us of the account manager. And the account manager goes, you know what? I'll get back to you on that.
Oh, that old chestnut.
Yeah, let me ask a practitioner about this. I'll come back to you, blah, blah, blah. And by the time it's gone through 5 layers of people to find the answer, you're 4 weeks down the line. Yeah. And that data's almost irrelevant.
And you think of the amount of time that then adds to the whole process. Because if I know the answer, I tell you there and then, job done, move on, move into the next thing. If I've then got to record what that question is going to be, along with probably half a dozen other questions I didn't know the answers to, I then have to go and find the right person or persons, especially if it's across multiple channels, then have to understand what they were saying, formulate that, and go back. How much time has been wasted for something that if you had a knowledgeable person right there could just say, yes, no, or here's the reason, or whatever it's going to be. It's insane to me. I just do not understand why that is an acceptable business practice for digital marketing agencies, especially in the hotel world.
Because the clients are used to it. They'll just accept it. They don't know any better. Until they join 3&6 and their eyes are open.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. And that's one of the things that I think differentiates our team. The people who talk to them on the monthly calls, the people, pushing buttons and pulling levers, as they say.
Yeah.
And when they need information on the data and the channels, they can go directly into them on those calls.
Yeah, I think it goes further than that as well. That is absolutely essential. That's just basics. You're right, being able to talk that. But I've often found that when I've been on those calls, when you've been on those calls and the team have been on those individual calls as well, it promotes and fosters innovation. Because there'll be something that on the hotel side that revenue management say or marketing say, oh, we're just doing this or we're introducing this or whatever it would be. And the digital marketer's gone, oh, that's great. Can you tell me more about that? I can build something around this, or I can actually bolt on. That's where the partnership comes in. That's where you get the extension of your team, and that's where good things happen.
Yeah, no, completely agreed. And I think it's something that we'll never change with our structure.
No, I'd be very, very surprised.
Yeah, if that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. The mysterious invoices.
Oh,
those magic line items.
Yep.
It seems to be endemic in the industry. Your hotels will just get invoices with either broad categories on it.
Yes.
Like, we paid 13 grand last month for content. Okay. Well,
yes.
Great. What did you get? Can we see some of the content?
Content.
Just content.
Just content.
Yeah.
Shh. Don't ask any more questions.
No more questions. Just content. Just content. And that's the kind of thing where we go in and you see that usually team members that aren't with the property anymore have signed up to these very lengthy agreements or very involved agreements, and are getting these quite bulk, like sort of broad bulk invoices, and they don't know what they're paying for at all. So you ask them, hey, well, what do you get for that? Is it something that we can use? Is it something that we can help with? Nobody really knows, because the agreement's very vague, or the technologies have changed, or the people who signed the agreement are gone and no longer with us. It's a recipe for deceit.
Yeah. Well, on that topic as well, you're absolutely right, because there are agencies out there, we know, we've seen invoices, or we've been, told and reported various, pieces of information about what they actually deliver in terms of what the services are that are being paid for. Sometimes simple things like meta search is in there under some weird and wonderful name, and you're paying over the odds for something that you don't actually really know what you're delivering. The amount of times that we've taken over an account because the hotel and the staff have been unhappy with the service, and we're saying, okay, yep, we'll do all of this digital marketing service, and we go, what about meta search? Oh, we're not on Meta.
You are.
But then we go and look, and they are. They're actually on meta search. You're like, oh, I didn't realise that we were on that. And then we have to go in and dig, and we found it. It was on a line item in the invoice called something weird and wonderful.
Just distribution rather than marketing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's all hidden in the detail. It's all and hidden in the invoice as well.
The devil's in the detail.
The devil is,
and the devil is also in the invoice. with a horrendous exchange rate. Okay, the third thing, and I think one of my personal big irks, the reporting trap. The sequel to the 1990s film The Parent
Trap. Yeah, I knew you were going there.
Where Lindsay Lohan is all grown up and reporting to monthly performance calls. So, the reporting trap, I don't know if a lot of clients and hotels and resorts out there will understand that some of the white-labelled reporting solutions contain an option in the back end to mark up advertising spend.
Yeah.
So, just for clarification on this, if I sign up, or if I say, hey, client ABC, we've got a great reporting tool. We partner with, superreports.com, who may or may not be a real website.
There are others available.
Other websites are available. And the hotels sort of take that as gospel. Well, okay, if it's a third-party reporting that pulls from an API and from Google Ads, that's definitely going to be, it's going to be true.
Especially when you don't have access to your own Google Ads account, so you can't check.
You can't gut check.
Exactly.
No, and so they'll go into reports and they will be able to alter the costs and mark up the costs if either are able to, within the contracts. I'm sure they wouldn't do it otherwise, Tristan. I'm not for 1 second saying that they would do that. But
I never said anything.
I never said anything. Rewind the tape. I said nothing. But the reporting is, I don't think it's as transparent as perhaps people think it is when they're on those monthly calls. I think there's so many options to pull the wool over people's eyes.
Especially if you put in an overly generous attribution model. So what that means is you're stacking the amount of revenue that you're saying that you're getting by bleeding over into other channels that perhaps you don't necessarily control, or basically just organic or direct. That gives you great performance. So what can you do with that great performance? Well, we can increase the spend that we've spent. So we bring the ROAS into still a very good looking sort of ROAS. But the reality is it's all completely out of whack. You're paying over the odds for the cost that have truly been spent. And you're not actually getting the revenue that you really think that you're getting. We've seen it before. How many times have we been speaking to clients or potential clients where they're saying, yeah, we figured out that our current agency is reporting 3 times more revenue than we actually made in a month across the entire direct channel, just from Google Ads or just from Meta or just from display.
You made $4 million this month. Oh, great. We're a 15-room three-star B&B. Where is the money? Do you have the money? I don't have the money.
It's somewhere, isn't it?
Someone's got the money.
It's in the invoice.
Somebody, yes. Along with the devil in the detail.
Yes, indeed.
No, and it's something, again, that I think if you don't know any better, it's easy to fall for those kind of things.
God, yeah. And the great thing as well is you can see it in the report. If you're experienced enough, and obviously everybody at 3&6 has got a lot of experience on understanding what should be in a report. And I don't mean, what metrics, but I mean the range or the variables within that metrics. So we know for a fact that if somebody comes forward and has got the display network or programmatic, and you're paying on a cost per click basis the equivalent of $3, it should be more like 30 cents. Maybe not that low, but you know what I mean? The range difference, you can spot it a mile off, and you just know. And the display is the perfect one for it because of view-through attribution and various other ways that you can hide things. You just know. So if you do have a problem with, or you have a suspicion, just go and get a third party to look at it. Just go and, obviously somebody like 3&6, but there are other people out there that are less nefarious. Not than us, than the competition, the ones that are actually doing this, and just get them to look at it and give you an honest opinion.
Yeah,
it just gives you a little bit of ammunition to go into your current agency. Are you sure about this?
If you have a problem and no one else can help you, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire 3&6. Okay, so those are three things that two middle-aged men are whinging about this week. We had the accounts blocking, the mystery invoices, and the reporting trap.
The fourth one is my knees.
Absolutely nothing I could do for that. But all we would ask is for you to stay skeptical and ask questions when you need to. Thanks for joining us.